Welcome back, everybody, to my purple kitchen. I love root vegetables. Everybody knows it. I love potatoes. I like carrots. I have some carrots here that I have to use up. They've been in the fridge for a while. And I have some potatoes. I saw a recipe the other day, very simple, very basic, but I know I'm going to like it. And I've never even thought about doing this. So just stick around with me for a few minutes and we'll check this out and see if it is as good as the chef on TV said it was going to be. Again, I'm keeping all of my peelings and ends. Vegetables have been washed. Potatoes have been scrubbed. And I take my box O compost and this is all going to go back into the garden. Some of it's going to make its way into the subscriber garden probably tomorrow. The ground over the next couple days is going to be a little difficult to dig. It's in 28 today Fahrenheit. It's going to be 23 tonight and the next night, I believe. And then I think we're supposed to be back up in the 60s. And I can't wait until I have my own vegetables again. So if you want to use turnips, turnips are great, rutabaga, potatoes, sweet potatoes. You know, I should have thawed some pumpkin. I didn't even think about it. I could have thawed some pumpkin. I still have about probably 2 pounds, 3 pounds of pumpkin plus some puree. So this is a really just, you've all roasted vegetables before, but today instead of using olive oil or whatever oil you like to use, we're going to use a different binder to spread over the top, and I just wanted to give it a shot. Now behind me, my oven is at setting at 400 degrees, and my air fryer just told me it has been preheated to 400 degrees. What I'm going to do is I'm going to split the recipe. So in half's going to go in the air fryer, half's going to go in the conventional oven. The air fryer is going to finish first, and that's okay. And then we'll come back and we're going to do a taste test. The bigger chunks I'm cutting in half. The smaller end of the carrot is not getting cut in half. I want them to cook basically, finish up at the same time. Okay, there we go. Now, I'm not peeling the potatoes. Some of the ends are a little bit rough. This was a 10-pound bag of potatoes I got, and hopefully next year I won't have to buy any potatoes. And the ends on these are pretty disgusting, actually. So, like this one here. That's fine. That's gone. We're good. That's a little rough. Yeah. So, that whole thing's going to go in. Okay. So, now I'm going to do with these is I just cut them in half, cut them in a quarter, and then I just do about 1/2 to 3/4 of an inch thick is how I do it. We're going to toss them all in the bowl. Beets. I love beets. So next year when I successfully grow beets again, beets would be added to this. Now this is going to be one of those things you're going to throw on the seasonings you like. So I would recommend checking out the binder, which you're going to see here in a minute. But today I like paprika. Mine is smoked paprika. And I have the Italian seasoning I like. And I have some garlic. And I'll throw a little black pepper on there possibly. But I'm not going to add any salt. It's going to have enough other seasonings. So if you're just looking for something a little different, to add a little pop, then this may be the trick. Now, like I said, the chef on TV said this was excellent. So I guess we're going to find out. Okay, so mayonnaise. She put in 3 tablespoons of mayonnaise. I am going to start with 2 because it's Oki's Eden. I can do what I want. But no, I want to start with 2 because I don't want to overdo it. She started with 3, and even I think she said that it was way too much, and I think I have less than what she put on. So behind me, I have 2 baking trays. 2 is more than enough. So I used 4 a little bigger than medium russet potatoes, because I love russet potatoes. And I used, what, about 6 or 8 medium carrots. And 2 tablespoons, coated it well. Now I'm just going to, take let's see, yeah, let's go with a full teaspoon of smoked paprika. I'm going to go with a full teaspoon of garlic because I love garlic. This I'm just going to sprinkle on, probably a teaspoon or 2. I really love this stuff. It's got thyme, it's got rosemary, a bunch of other stuff, but it just smells so good. And you really want to mix this up good so you don't get a ton of spice on one. Okay, that's what we have. Let's get this stuff separated. The little dish is going to go into the air fryer. You just want to make sure they're not touching kind of each other because you want an even layer, which, there we go. You get that one out of the way. And then I have my big baking cookie tray for the rest of it. Like I said, both at 400. Separate. I'm going to set the timer for about 15 minutes. And then I will kind of give it all a little shimmy shake. Good enough. So there we have it. That's going in the oven. And that is going in the toaster oven. We will be back here in about 40 minutes. See you then. So welcome back, everybody, for the taste test. So on the right are the air-fried potatoes. On the left are the roasted potatoes from the oven, both done at 400 degrees. The air fryer took about 25 minutes, and these took about 40, both at 400 degrees Fahrenheit. So let's give these a try. They're so well done from the air fryer. They're a little crispy on the outside, and they are soft on the inside. Now from the oven, the caramelization on the carrots are just amazing. Mm. Definitely, definitely, I would use mayonnaise again. Next time, I might try one side mayonnaise, one side Miracle Whip, just to do a side by side. I do like Miracle Whip for a change up. I'd like to see how it does. But the mayonnaise is really good. It doesn't alter the flavor a lot. You get a little bit of the tang because there is a little bit of vinegar in mayonnaise. Mm. I could eat all of this right now. I'm not going to. This will last me over the next couple of days for snacks. But mayonnaise as a binder, season it the way you want. It is definitely a win-win. See you in the next video.